such a good opening. I love this game. Chills. Ready. No, I really hope this is working because this is like the third time that I've tried to record this.
Behold, child, you are risen from the dust, and you walk in my garden. Hear now my voice, and know that I am your friend, and I am called Elohim. This land is but a dream.
I'll wait.
You will stay here only for a little while. Soon you will awaken in a new world. But first, you must undertake the trials of initiation. They will help me prepare your vessel.
Okay, so I tried to record this. I've played this bit like a few times, alright? So I know what I'm doing. But in all the times I've played, I have never found this.
Do not be afraid of these dream figures and their messages. They are merely aspects of yourself. As am I, after a fashion.
Okay, so there's your first shocker, because I did not realize those were there. But this one is blocked. Okay, that's cool. Because I found this one. Oh, no, there's a QR code somewhere around. This one. Nope, not that one. Let's go find where I'm supposed to be anyway. Oh dear. So we've got to unlock those. Let's go in here and do these anyway. There we go.
The shapes you are collecting are not mere toys. They are symbols of the process by which our people were created.
Yes, yes. And apparently we can run down here for no reason. Welcome to the Talos Principle. Where I always run in the wrong direction, so just be aware of that.
Well done, my child.
That's interesting. Those three, and now we can unlock this one. And now we're going to this one. Whee! Woo! Back there. Oh, thank you.
Excellent.
There it is. Alright, yep, this... Did I miss one? No, I did not. Okay. Up on the thing. There's a switch. Boink! Oh, I gotta block that. That's right. There we go. So we can get in where the fan's blowing us out. Oh, I always do that. Miss the thingies as well. Is that it? Oh no, there's another one. But this is the QR code that I said I'd found, and I didn't find the other one. The world is full of limitless beauty, and I wish to see as much of it as I can. Okay. Fan. Box, which is no box. Fan. Jump.
Very
Tetramino. I'm done? Excellent. Now we can not open the red one. We have to, wow, go over and open the yellow one. Oh, I did that wrong. Is this the one that I always got wrong? I can't remember. That's not right either. I think it went that way. Yeah, that's it. Okay.
I am proud of all my children.
Let's do some more.
Out of a world of ruins, they have built a new Jerusalem. And there your brothers and sisters await you to celebrate your birth.
Yay! And now you can keep connections. Because, you know, that would have been a handy feature. Hello. Prismatic diffraction. Alright, what are we doing here? Keep. Oh, I need to be here. Yes. Boing! I swear they set these up so that you have to get out of there as soon as possible to know which gate is opening, because you can hear it. Again, with the wrong way. Destructive interference. Oh, this one. Why do they look black and weird? The colour looks really weird today. What have I done to my computer?
You may linger in my garden for as long as you wish. But remember, my child, that the new world awaits you, and this place is only a dream.
Yeah. I'm doing it. I'm going as fast as I can. Two colours, two doors. Like, you're doing half my job for me, bro. There it is. Come here. Graphics are superbly odd today. I do not know why that is. Let's see what happens when we finish this last one. What do we got here? Meow. Woohoo!
Thank you, child.
You're welcome.
I have finished preparing your vessel.
Fantastic.
Now, hear my advice.
Where's the red one? Over
A
here.
new world awaits you, full of
is so cool.
dangers and mysteries, signs and wonders. Things that I, in my garden, could never have imagined. In that world, you will have to be careful and smart and curious. But above all else, you will have to be human.
Awesome. Oh, there's another one.
Step into the light, child,
Whatever happens, we're in it
and
together.
awaken.
Thank you, Lilith. Let's go!
You're awake. Welcome to the world of the living.
Hello. I'm alive?
Indeed you are.
I'm alive!
And I'm glad to see you're so enthusiastic about existence. But I suspect you're also more than a little confused. Don't worry, everyone is confused at first. You see, we all start out without a full knowledge of our own history, so we have the freedom to form our own opinions.
I really hope this is working. It says it is. Maybe I'll just turn it down a bit. Yeah, that's better. Maybe. I hope so. Otherwise I have to pause and redo all this again.
Of course. You want the short version or the long version?
I want to know everything in excruciating amounts of
All
detail.
right, you asked for it. A long time ago, our ancestors dominated this planet. We call ourselves human, like they did, but they were organic. They built an advanced technological civilization, but unfortunately their impact on the ecosphere caused changes in the climate, and an extremely contagious virus was released from the permafrost.
It's too bad we can't drink coffee in this world. Advanced medicine, let's go.
That's something our historians still debate. Why weren't they more prepared? Why did they invest so many resources into making war, and so few into useful research? It's hard to understand. But no
Indeed.
matter the reason, in the end, they simply ran out of time.
Where did we come from?
A team led by a scientist, Alexandra Drennan, began a project that was intended to create a new humanity. But knowing that there wasn't enough time, Drennan initiated a process, a series of iterations inside a simulation that would lead to the emergence of true artificial intelligence. That's why we remember Drennan as the progenitor. The simulation was controlled by Elohim, who wasn't really meant to be intelligent in the proper sense of the word. But it all took much longer than anyone had expected. And over the centuries, Elohim actually became sentient. Sentient and afraid. He didn't want the simulation to end, so he tried to cheat. I feel sorry for him, really. The whole simulation was built around learning to defy him. It must have been hard to be in that position.
Indeed.
When the simulation was completed, he became part of all of us, and it really changed him. It freed him, I think. You'll always hear him in sleep mode, taking care of you. That's what he is, after all. A caretaker.
Yeah, Milton.
Yes, there was Milton, the intelligence in charge of the archive, a project initiated by Arkady Chernyshevsky, which was meant to collect all of humankind's knowledge. His story is a lot like Elohim's, but Milton became the ultimate cynic. They say he's part of us too, in some way. It did. Long after our ancestors died out, the first new human was born. We call her the Founder, although the name she took was Athena. She then woke up Cornelius and Eustathius. Together, using the tools left behind by the progenitors' team, they created 10 more humans. These 12 who followed the founder are known as the First Companions. Athena and the First Companions then set out to rebuild the world, and they founded the city of New Jerusalem. But then one day, she suddenly disappeared. Many still await her return.
I wonder if you chose the short option or just the long option, if you get all of this information anyway, if Neith just explains it all to you. I'm gonna have to go back and try.
Before the founder vanished, she set a goal for this city. We call it the goal, capital G and all. To make 1,000 new humans, and so complete New Jerusalem. Well, that's the official story, the way the mayor tells it.
Oh, I only get one of these options. I'm going with 1,000.
Exactly. We don't actually have 1,000 citizens because there have been a handful of deaths over the centuries. But you are the 1,000th new human to enter this world. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're welcome. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask them.
What's the unofficial
When you're done,
story?
head outside. They're waiting for you. Your birth is quite the event. You've only just been born, and already you step right into a major controversy. The goal, as most people understand it, was fulfilled the moment you were born. Now New Jerusalem is complete, and we can live in balance, without damaging the world like our ancestors did. That's the orthodox view, I suppose, but there are many who disagree. You'll have to figure out where you stand for yourself. You won't age like our ancestors did, but of course, there is always some wear and tear. You should probably schedule a checkup every decade or so. Oh, and be a bit careful with water. You won't die if it rains or anything, but we're running low on insulation material. I wouldn't go swimming if I were you. Me? Well, as you can tell by my number, I'm quite old. I wasn't one of the first companions, but I did know Athena personally. She and Cornelius taught me a lot. Although I suppose I've made a few improvements here and there since those days. We didn't have a lot to work with in the beginning.
Good question.
I haven't really thought about it. This is all I've done for the last few centuries, and I like doing it. I guess for now I'll just take a break and we'll see what happens. Oh, one more thing. Like all citizens of New Jerusalem, you have access to the interface, which you can use to read the news, chat to your fellow citizens, and so on. It's a crucial tool, and modular too. You can easily add new functions. Just don't subscribe to too many newsletters at once.
We're almost there if we choose to get a chip put in our brain. Oops. Social media. Oh dear me. Alright, let's go. This is so cool. I love the attention to detail. Literally looks like an MRI machine. But anyway, can't sprint yet. Let's go! First cutscene.
Look! It's 1K!
Hey, 1K! Welcome to New Jerusalem!
Shouldn't the mayor be starting his speech?
This should be interesting. At least give him a chance.
Go Byron.
Dear citizens of New Jerusalem,
Many years ago, when the Founder stepped forth from the simulation, this was a land of ruins. Our ancestors, in their hubris, undermined the natural foundations on which their world had been built. Because of their arrogance, our species found itself on the brink of annihilation. The Founder aimed to set us on a new course.
You never even met the Founder.
Her vision was of a city, a new civilization that would know its limits. It would not repeat the mistakes of the past, nor impose its will on this earth. To that end, she set the great goal we have been striving towards. 1,000 new humans. And today we have... Oh dear, what's that?
People of New Jerusalem, I am Prometheus, and I will reveal that which was hidden. The flame has awoken and summons you. Who is brave enough to answer its call? We await you upon our island where...
Flame, huh?
Curse you, Pandora. You will not chain me again.
Except she just did. Prologue, Brave New World. Let's go. Ooh, I'm getting straight into the monorail. I've never noticed that before. You grab the rail and you can see your own hand.
I told you we should have investigated those energy readings.
Fantastic.
And I told him there's something up with those structures.
The mayor's just being cautious.
This isn't caution, it's stagnation. Exploration? Too dangerous. Expansion? Too dangerous. We barely even scavenge anymore.
You call it stagnation, I call it balance.
And I call you an idiot.
Here's a thought. Try to be a little more diplomatic when you talk to the mayor.
See what I'm working with here, 1K?
No,
I'm gonna need a fresh pair of eyes on this expedition.
I really don't.
Someone who hasn't spent several centuries hearing about the goal and the Founder and all that nonsense. If you're up for an adventure, meet us at the conference room.
I think that's the whole point of this game, so let's go. Tunnel. Which we never use again, I don't think. Oh, we just get spit out, alright. Oh, and they went the other way. Okay. Be constant, remember the goal. Perfection is unchanging. Be humble, recognize the limits, we are not above nature. It's a good reminder. Who are you? I can't talk to you, Josephus? Okay. 558, alright. Whoa!
What's broken now?
Okay. We can go up the elevator. Ooh. So pretty. Ugh.
All right, listen up. I know you're all having fun down there, but the grid is overloaded again, so maybe you could switch off your personal consoles or your lawn mowers, or whatever the hell you've all decided to switch on all at once. I might not be around to babysit you for a while, and you don't want stuff breaking while Pellegrino's in charge, do you?
Indeed.
That's it. That's it. Don't worry, 1K. I see you there in the elevator. I'll have you moving again in a jiffy.
Awesome.
Great way to start life in the city, huh? What the hell is a jiffy? These bloody language libraries.
It's a unit of time, apparently. Only in English. Wow, this building is quite high up. Where are we going? Hydrangeas. Not fake ones, because they're losing leaves. Okay. Oh wow, there's a little bit of movement there. Oh, hello. Who's that? Oh!
Hey, hold on there.
Dodge.
You're the newbie, aren't ya?
Number 666.
Number
with a freaky voice.
1000. I figured the dam would go dry before we reached the goal.
Wow, I bet that was done on purpose.
I have a question. How does it feel to you to be born with a randomised psyche into a society of autonomous thinking machines which so much resemble their long-extinct ancestors, they've decided it's best that you're the last one ever made?
Indeed. List of feelings. I don't believe in feelings, I'm just a machine. The replayability of this game so that you can go through all the options, I swear. Ugh.
Do you want to get on the non-cooperative path with me? Because that's how you get on the non-cooperative path.
Okay.
It's not fun.
Really? Maybe not for you. Let's do it.
It's kind of frowned on to say that sort of thing around here. But the truth is, I think exactly the same.
Really?
But let's you and I keep that between us, all right? Now listen, this meeting isn't strictly happenstance. I have some friends. The kind of people who like to know what's going on with other people. They think you can help each other out.
Yeah, I'm curious. Go on.
Of course you are.
It's part of
You
the
know
game,
how to use the interface, right? I'll talk to my friends and see if I can't play matchmaker. And before you go, a word of
I
advice.
hope I don't get to talk to
Not
you.
everything around here is how it appears.
It never is. Right, you are then. Bye.
Welcome. Do please join us at the table.
As you wish. Here I am.
I would like to preface this meeting by saying I told you something would happen sooner or later, and you didn't listen to me. And here we are.
If we could focus on the
Let's
issue
open
at
the I told
hand.
you so's.
The issue at hand is not this one thing, but this entire attitude that's taken hold. The world doesn't cease to exist when you stick your head in the sand, Herman. Or under a dome, as it were.
Let's not get sidetracked. We're here to solve this puzzle, not to discuss philosophy.
Al's right. Let's move past this for now and deal with this transmission. Yakut, please start the briefing.
All right, here we go. Nice to meet you, by the way, 1K.
You too, you're good.
We first became aware of the site designated TTP2 during a scouting expedition about 6 months ago. It's a large island with a remarkably varied geography, and it looks like there are several artificial structures of some kind. We recorded extremely unusual fluctuating energy readings from somewhere in the middle of the island, but couldn't really make sense of them. I wanted to go and have a closer look, but the decision was made that it was too far and not relevant to the goal. Now it looks like whatever's on that island has reached out to us instead, in the form of that projection.
We may not be interested in the island, but the island is definitely interested in us.
I don't share your enthusiasm for the unexpected, but Byron has been requesting an expedition for some time now, and at this point I'm forced to agree that it's necessary.
I should have picked the other one.
I agree.
Then it's settled. The expedition is approved. Byron, you will be in charge. Al will be your second in command to ensure a balanced approach. You'll take Melville and Yakut as you requested, and if 1K wants to join you, that's fine by me.
I swear they made his voice irritating on purpose. Herman, short for Hermanubis. What? Oh, that is so funny. That'll never not be funny.
You know, it's a real shame 1K didn't come along. He would have loved this.
Oh, man. Indeed. Made all the more funnier when you actually know the story. That's hilarious. I'm really glad I did that. That's the chicken, what is it called? The chicken achievement. So funny. Alright, let's get back into it. Oh, we go through the whole thing again.
Welcome.
Alright.
Do please join us at the table.
I can choose the
I would
other
like
option
to
then.
preface this meeting by saying I told you something would happen sooner or later, and you didn't listen to me.
That
And
was funny.
here we are.
If we could focus on the issue at hand.
The issue at hand is not this one thing, but this entire attitude that's taken hold. The world doesn't cease to exist when you stick your head in the sand, Herman. Or under a dome, as it were.
Let's not get sidetracked. We're here to solve this puzzle, not to discuss philosophy.
And puzzles.
Of course. I'm sorry you've been dragged into this. I'm sure this sort of adventure is the last thing you were looking for on your first day.
Oh well, there's way more dialogue there. It's a little much.
Very well.
Let's go.
Yakut, if you would.
That's realistic.
All right, here we go. Nice to meet you, by the way, 1K.
You too, you could.
We first became aware of the site designated TTP2 during a scouting expedition about
Talos
6 months ago.
Principle too. That's funny.
It's a large island with a remarkably varied geography, and it looks like there are several artificial structures of some kind. We recorded extremely unusual fluctuating energy readings from somewhere in the middle of the island, but couldn't really make sense of them. I wanted to go and have a closer look, but the decision was made that it was too far and not relevant to the goal. Now it looks like whatever's on that island has reached out to us instead, in the form of that projection.
We may not be interested in the island, but the island is definitely interested in us.
This one. Okay.
I agree. I was skeptical of Byron's insistence that we mount an expedition, but I think we have to assess the danger.
Then it's settled. The expedition is approved.
Okay.
Byron, you will be in charge. Al will be your second in command to ensure a balanced approach. You'll take Melville and Yakut as you requested, and if 1K wants to join you, that's fine by me.
Let's do it. No mucking around.
Excellent. Oh, this is going to be fun. Come meet us out on the landing pad when you're ready.
Before you set out so hastily, do consider exploring the city first. It is your home, after all.
That's a good idea.
I think I will.
Have a look around. See what you make of the place.
Look how cool they look walking down there towards that helicopter looking thing from Avatar. Ah, wrong way. I do that a lot. Let's go check the city out. It's so pretty. And so much water for not being able to swim.
Attention all citizens. Due to the new power management and distribution plan, there will be scheduled outages on Jameson Avenue and Rakovsky Plaza. The Gehenna Memorial Pavilion will remain closed for the time being. Thank you, and may the Founder be with you.
Alright, 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 alright. There's some dudes here to talk to, straight up. What does that say? Sign our petition for a public referendum.
Hello, 1K. Welcome to New Jerusalem. I know you've just had a big moment with the apparition at the dam and all that, but can I have a second of your time?
Sure.
I'm collecting signatures to call for a public referendum on the city's energy crisis.
What's the problem?
Currently, the city runs on hydroelectric power from the dam, plus a handful of geriatric generators and some unreliable solar panels, none of which is enough to even cover our basic needs.
Okay.
And if anything fails, we'll be on the brink of extinction in a matter of days.
Yeah, alright.
We need to investigate new sources of reliable baseline power. We need to invest time and resources into functional, real-world solutions that serve human needs. Oh, an election would be good too, but I believe that we need more direct democratic control over the affairs of the city.
Fair call.
No, I help run the public transit system, but I witness the impact of the city's power problems every day. We can't just wish them away. Byron's been advocating exploring that island for some time, and obviously he's right. Something very strange is going on there, and it's going to start affecting us. In all honesty, I think Byron is the smartest, most visionary person in this city. He's everything we need, and I don't understand why he won't run for mayor.
You have a fan, Byron. I'll think about it. Alright, let's go. Who we got here? Damgen. Damgen. The dude with the guitar. That is so cool. Who's this person and can I talk to you? No? Strahinja. Okay. No talkie-talkie. If we can't swim, why are there stairs down to the water? Ooh, more people.
May the Founder be with you.
Oh, you too, bro. Thanks. Museum of the Simulation, Friends of New Jerusalem, Gazebo, and the Gehenna Memorial Pavilion. Okay, let's go this way. More peeps everywhere.
May the Founder be with you.
Thank you, Dana, with a female name and a male voice. Yaneth? Hello, Yaneth.
Welcome to New Jerusalem.
Thank you. Thank you. This is so cool. Gehenna Memorial. I really have to finish that game. And we can come back here later and do all the... Look at all the terminals. Ooh, stairs. Not gonna run through the garden like an uncivilized person. Who's this one? I am not even gonna try and pronounce that. Friends of New Jerusalem. Oh, 3 people. Who we got here? The Nurks, Crier, and Jockus. What are you guys doing? Ooh, conversation.
Speculating on the meaning of this Prometheus figure is premature until we can agree on its nature.
You already have a theory.
I know it's beyond any projection technology I'm aware of.
If it wasn't us, it must be alien.
Should I promote the aliens? I'ma stay quiet.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. 1K, we'd appreciate your thoughts on this.
Would you?
Now we've achieved the goal, fresh perspectives like yours will be increasingly hard to come by.
I'd love to get a quote from you for this evening's newsletter.
Speculation aside, 1K, is there anything we can know for sure about this Prometheus?
That's true. It directed us to an island somewhere. Do we just go with the truth? It surely comes some kind of
That's
trick.
possible,
I might choose that
but
one.
you can't be certain.
Okay.
What we do know is that it was human in appearance.
Okay.
What does that suggest to us?
It was human in appearance. We can probably understand its meaning then. The origin must also be human.
I tend to agree.
Okay.
The apparition also directed us to an island outside the city. What can we assume from that?
We may learn more, yep.
That was my conclusion as well.
Obviously.
I'm also sure that we lack the knowledge ourselves to create a projection of such clarity and magnitude.
Indeed.
Precisely. And that's something we can change.
What makes you think it was a projection at all? How do we know it wasn't just a mass hallucination?
That's unlikely.
I considered some kind of bug in our code, but if so, it would have to be shared by all of us.
So, we're speculating again.
We've locked in the premises. I'd like to hear 1K's best guess.
Mm-hmm. I'd rather not answer.
You're hardly engaging in the spirit of the debate, 1K, but no matter. The answers will reveal themselves in time.
That's why.
I hope the next time we speak we'll have a bit more data to go on.
Indeed. And you're all just gonna wander off. Okay. Well, that was interesting. Who are you?
Nice to meet you.
Oh, Yarnith again. Okay. Did I meet this guy?
Happy completion day, 1K.
Oh, thank you, Sirius. Everybody's so polite. It's so nice. I'm just appreciating the absolute gloriousness of this entire facility. Thuya. Thuya? You don't look happy, darling, but you're not talking to me either. Aww. That's not cool. Are you bored? Darling is stressed and doesn't want to talk to me. It's alright, I'll leave you in peace. Birds. Pigeons. Oh, they all fly away. That's so cool. More people? Hi. Athanasius and Radodka. 373 and 121. Okay. Talk to this dude. Hello, Schuler.
Oh wow, it's you.
Schuler.
You're 1K.
Yes,
the
I am.
incarnation of the goal. Man, this is exciting. This is more exciting than I thought it would be.
You are excitable.
How are you? What does it feel like? Do you know where the founder is?
Questions.
Do you know who Prometheus is?
So many questions.
Can you tell me what to do with my life?
One question at a time, dude.
Sorry, it's just such an honor to meet you, you know? Hey, can I have your digital signature?
Why?
I have the mayor, Rand, Linux, Kaneda, and all of the first companions.
Kaneda.
Except Yemo and Sarabai, of course.
Oh. Get away from me, you freak. Sure, you can have my signature, dude.
Yes! Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, can I ask you a question? Just one question, I promise.
Sure. Go ahead.
I used to make the prefab wall parts that we used to build living quarters. Got good at it, too. But now that the goal is complete, I don't know what to do with myself. So I asked the wisest people in town. The mayor told me I should do whatever the city needs most. Helga said I should do whatever makes me happy. I think that's what she meant anyway. And Cornelius told me I need to figure out who and what I'm invested in. You're the culmination of the founder's will. Tell me, what should I do?
Well, I like what Helga said. Figure out what your connection to the city is. I don't know how connection to the city is gonna help you figure that out. I'm the last person who should be offering advice. Mayor Herman is right. Oh, did you ask Byron?
Byron said that if I give the city what it needs, the city should also give me what I need. I don't know what to do with that.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Helga. I think you should find something that makes you happy. Or maybe I should go with Byron because it's confusing.
All right, if you say so. I'll think about it.
Or maybe I shouldn't have because I'm trying to get Rand elected. Who are these two? Dawes and Stilton. Alright, let's have a look at this museum. So they've put in this museum all of the things from the simulation from the first game. Originally a video game asset repurposed by the Institute for Applied Pneumatics. Okay. The Shepherd! In the earliest generations of our kind, there was only processing, no emotion, no character, just mathematics. If you could see how far we have come, you would believe that together we could achieve anything. I don't know where I am, but there is something beautiful about this place. I'll explore and see what I can discover. Nothing is more important than learning more about the world and our place in it. Knowledge is our path to understanding. Oh, that's Cornelius. Number 3. Hello. Oh, you're like following me. Like one of those weird, always looking at you thingies. And you have
Greetings.
yellow eyes, which is weird.
Welcome to the Museum of the Simulation.
And a very deep
My name is
voice.
Cornelius. It's a pleasure to meet you, 1K.
You too.
Yes. Athena activated myself and Eustathius shortly after she was born. We've been here almost since the beginning, although we didn't have to pass through the trials of the simulation. She did that for us. For everyone.
I think I'm gonna skip all this for now because that's a good conversation for later. But we can talk to Rand.
Oh, just run the program on the center terminal over there, would you?
I love that accent, bro. Huh?
Wait, you're not my assistant.
Sure.
Who are you? Of course. You're the new build. Number 1000.
Indeed.
I suppose everyone's been treating you like royalty.
You should be able to read it on my
This
chest.
city's so obsessed with the numbers, they forget what really matters. What do you want?
Wow, so abrupt. Okay.
I'm one of the archive scholars. We run simulations to better understand the processes which define us. You probably wouldn't understand.
I might. If you answer, yeah, there you go.
Oh, well, I'd be happy to.
But that was rude. So both of those things.
You're a soon-to-be pawn in a political game over the future growth of this city.
Great.
All that matters to me is whether or not you're of good character. A matter I'm actively pondering.
Okay then.
Troubling, but tantalizing. We have no idea what motives lie behind this strange apparition. But whatever the case, I'm sure we'll do the right thing.
I wish you were coming with us.
The secret of how to lead a good life is encoded somewhere within us. My ambition is simple: to find it and share it.
Okay. No worries.
Hold on.
Oh.
Could you help me by going to that terminal in the middle there and running the program on it?
Program in the middle. Not this one then. Okay, that one's got text on it, but I can still use it. Yeah, let's do it. I got time. An ancient virus which threatens the entire human species has been released from the melting Arctic permafrost. Society's collapsing. Select your character class. Politician, a witch? What the heck? Scientist and a preacher. This is a super all-fail scenario. I really want to go with the witch, though. I'm doing it. Your local coven has disbanded. Although you are not yet sick, most businesses are closed, rations are dwindling, and if you cannot find food, your family will starve to death. You must survive until the plague is defeated. What will you do? Forage. You search some dumpsters and find some old fruit and vegetable peelings. Soup for dinner. Your family's hunger increased a little. Foraging is reliable but inefficient. Your family is now hungry. Global population is now 5 billion. Somewhere else in the city exists one of the last remaining research laboratories working desperately to find a solution to the viral threat. If the scientists cannot find a cure in time, humanity is doomed. You know what to do. Research. It's not glamorous, but most scientific research consists of repetitive testing of samples and regimented recording of largely interchangeable results. Little by little, this is how science happens. Research level increased a little. Reliable but inefficient. Okay, current research level 33%. The virus has been isolated. Global population is now 4 billion. Yikes. You and your family seem to be immune to the virus, okay, but it continues to ravage the rest of the town. Rumours say most of the remaining food has been stockpiled by the billionaires in their underground bunkers, of course. Let's forage, because I don't do steel. The crops in the fields aren't ripe yet, but you find a hard green turnip which will keep your bellies occupied for now. Your family's hunger increased a little. Foraging is reliable but inefficient. Your family is now starving. They won't survive much longer. Global population, yikes, Mundo even more, is now 3 billion. Meanwhile, the scientists continue their search for the cure. You can do it. You can save the world with the power of science. Let's pursue a breakthrough. Suddenly, the scientists recognize a pattern. The virus is an expression of nature, just like water or cows. And like water and cows, the solution isn't to fight it, because it can't be defeated. The solution is to find a way to live with it and harness its power. Research level increased a lot. It's at 99%. A promising antiviral has been discovered, but there's still work to be done on manufacturing and delivering it in time. Global population has dropped by another billion. As if things weren't bad enough, as the human population dwindles, the insect population has exploded. A plague of locusts now has decimated the town's unripened crops. No! But perhaps your family still has a chance. The insects themselves are nutritious and plentiful. What we do? Absolutely eat the insects. Otherwise we would have died, I'm sure. The insects are well fed and lazy. You grind them down into a nutritious paste with a mildly nutty flavour. I guess we'll eat anything if we're hungry. Or starving, as it were. Your family's hunger decreased a little. Your family is now hungry. Global population is now 1 billion. This is humanity's final chance. The cure is close, but so is a tipping point in this pandemic. A race against time. Can you save the world? Let's pursue another breakthrough. History seems to be littered with eureka moments, heralding a step change in human understanding. Sadly, this isn't one of them. No! Stays the same. A promising antiviral has been discovered, but there's still work to be done on manufacturing. Okay. Suddenly a breakthrough, yes. The antivirus can be released as an aerosol, carried on the wind and dispersed worldwide in a matter of days. This approach poses some risk to invertebrate life. The spiracles of cockroaches, flies and locusts are particularly likely to convert the aerosol into highly poisonous compounds. Estimates suggest a 90% fatality rate among these species and anything or anyone which consumes them. Oh no. I don't think anything actually eats cockroaches, but spiders and maybe people if they're eating the locusts. What do I do? What's the character class special ability? You're able to remake reality with the power of your mind alone. What the heck? If you believe that the locusts remain safe to eat and that humanity will be saved from this virus, then that is what will happen so far as you are concerned, regardless of the protestations of your eyes and ears. What? Delusion. Delulu is the Salulu. The text on your screen can say whatever it likes about the impossibility of saving everyone. Your reality is yours to weave as you see fit. Do it. Save everyone, no matter how unlikely. Two competing realities spread out before you. In one, the antivirus is released, bonding with this cumulus cloud layer and falling as rain across the planet. 87.5% of the human population has perished, but the last remaining billion will live to die another day. In the other, the scientists agree that the risk is too great to release the antivirus, much to the surprise of almost everyone, everywhere. You view these possibilities through a haze of dispassion and make the simple decision to merge them and have both. And why shouldn't you? Which, congratulations, this is considered a win scenario by the majority of participants. Would you like to try again? I think that is the best answer I've got so far. Wow, okay. I think we died. But anyway. Let's go tell Rand how much we enjoyed that.
Well, that was your first taste of the simulation. You must have questions.
It makes me want to go replay it now.
Before our ancestors died, they built an iterative simulation, gave it access to the archive, and hooked it all up to the hydroelectric dam which still runs this city. What you experienced on that terminal was one of the fossilized remains of that program.
What was the goal?
The goal was to create a new consciousness, and thus propel humanity into a post-biological era. My appearance to you right now is part of the simulation. The lands and puzzles in our dreams are part of the simulation. It's the veil through which we see the world.
Okay.
Many of the artifacts we study have no clear origin. We can't know whether our ancestors created them long before the simulation existed, or if they're just a product of our shared subconscious. My life's work. A small sliver of our primordial ooze. It's a jumble of ancient data, or what it evolved into. And it's the source of almost everything we know.
It is so good.
Then I have some questions for you.
Oh, okay.
Your experience of the program. How did it feel?
Fascinating.
Isn't it? It may not immediately seem like it, but all the answers we could ever need are encoded into every fragment of the archive. The interesting thing about this particular program is that no matter what choices you make, an ideal outcome seems to be impossible. It seems to demand sacrifice. Did you have the same experience? Impossible. I studied this artifact for weeks.
Oh,
you're either lying or you're deluded.
Yep, deluded.
Which is it?
I may be deluded. It's the truth.
I doubt it. But just supposing you found some secretive path, then share with me. What is it trying to tell us?
Morality demands we respect individual rights. Morality demands virtue. I mean, that's true. Morality demands sacrifice for the greater good. Depends on your definition of morality. Morality demands love and compassion regardless of the cost. You've missed a word there, guys. Morality is meaningless. We should do whatever we please. Like, that was so The Witch's course. Morality can't be reduced to a simple set of rules. I don't know if I agree with that. I can't put it into words, but I'm sure there's a right answer. That's a cop-out. I truly have no idea. What does it mean, then? I think that's true, and that's true. Morality demands we respect individual rights. Morality demands virtue. Yeah, I've never been big on the sacrifice for the greater good, but, you know, that's kind of how I'm living my life. Morality demands love and compassion regardless of the cost. I kind of like that answer, though. Yeah, love and compassion.
You might be right.
It's the only one that's
My research draws me inescapably to the conclusion that there is a concrete rule set for moral behavior. We just need to find it.
Okay.
Biological hominids had dreams manifested by their subconscious, which they tried to interpret and even to navigate with lucidity. We have the simulation. If we can realize our potential to understand it, we can realize our potential as a species. Thank you for bringing this additional data. I must return to my research. I wish you well on your inwards journey.
You're welcome, even if you were a bit abrupt and rude. Okay. A beautiful voice speaks within it. And we'll go do those later, because... Oh, puzzles! You don't get any rewards for doing this, by the way. It just is what it is. Oh, I've done that wrong. No, I have not. I really love these puzzles. That is not how that goes. Ah, wrong way. So that's not gonna work. Nope. Oh, imagine if I had got it first time, that would have been epic. Yeah. Straight line. Oh, that is so annoying. I'm out. I can't be bothered. And they just get bigger. Let's try one more. It's too easy to make lines. Blah. No! Oh, the frustration. Why? Why? That is so annoying. There's no way to do this. Let's try and swap these around. I haven't got it. No. That's the thing. Oh no, I'm out. I'm gonna do actual puzzles. I'm gonna do actual puzzles. Hi, Julian. Cool. Nice to meet you. This is the way out. Whee! Okay. Oh, somebody else to talk to. What is this? Helga's Digital Wellbeing and Spiritual Tuning Emporium.
Hello, new one. Are you browsing or buying?
Browsing?
The kind that trades in hopes and dreams.
Okay.
Yours for the right price. Is there something your heart desires?
Probably.
I've uploaded my most popular items to your interface. Does anything there spark your imagination?
Imagination, eh? Well, that sounds horrifying. Future prediction, inner peace. Credits?
Oh, you don't have any credits yet. Well, let me extend you some credit. Ka-ching! 55 credits.
What?
Just
Okay.
make sure you spend them with me.
As opposed
They're
to?
not worth much anywhere else.
Indeed.
Now, what was it you wanted?
In a piece. Give me... Oh, that's like 1,000 credits. I only have 55. Indeed. I'm just... Nothing's jumping out at me. Let's go with the cheap.
A very popular choice. Enhanced sensory perception lets you distinguish sounds, shapes, and colors at greater distance. It's 10 credits. Okay, I'm updating your settings now. What? And hey presto, superhuman senses.
I'm not.
Does the air taste fresher? Do you hear the birds chirping outside the dome? And beyond that, the river bubbling through the dam. Nothing as in you're not impressed by the stat gains, or nothing as in I've accidentally erased your entire sensory system. Oh dear. Well, never fear. These things are usually temporary. You and I don't have fleshy appendages like our ancestors. What we can sense is mostly a function of where we direct our attention.
True.
If you want to feel better, I suggest you start practicing.
Sage
So,
advice?
something else perhaps.
No, I'm good. Thanks.
Before you go, do you have a moment to participate in some customer feedback?
Why not?
Are you satisfied with what I've given you?
You didn't give me anything.
I understand. Please come back if you need anything else.
Why would I? That was weird, but alright.
Founder's blessings, 1K.
Zimiamvia. Zimiamvia. Okay. Founder's blessings to you too, Sebastian. G'day. Anybody else? So many people.
What do you think that was?
It was Prometheus.
Sure, but it wasn't the actual Prometheus. It was some kind of a projection.
How do you know it wasn't the actual Prometheus?
These two are
Because that would be stupid.
Would it? How do you know all the ancient gods weren't projections like this one? Maybe whoever sent this projection is behind all those legends.
Sure, I guess technically that's possible. But it's not very likely, is it?
I don't think any of us are very likely.
What if it's a message from Athena?
Didn't you say Athena wouldn't approve of all this?
This is creepy, standing
I
here
did.
listening to your
Then
conversation.
why would she send us a sign on completion day? And why wouldn't she just show up herself?
Maybe she's trying to teach us a lesson. Prometheus is a symbolic figure after all.
Maybe it's Maya Heumann.
What? Interrupting his own ceremony? After all the effort he put into it?
Maybe he's trying to distract us from the fact that he didn't manage to get the dome done on time.
With all the power failures, I don't think we have enough energy to create that kind of projection.
Maybe that's why we have power failures.
Now you're starting to sound like Jock.
Jock.
Next you'll say,
aliens.
it's aliens.
I just prefer to keep an open mind.
If you open your mind any further,
Your brain will fall out. Oh, that is hilarious. Are you done? Yep. Okay. That is so funny. Who are you? Padme. Hi. That's a very Star Wars name, like the other Star Wars references we've seen in this game. Tablets of the Founder and Milton's Rest. Tablets of the Founder. Okay. Create 1,000 citizens, the ideal number of humans. Live in harmony with nature. Maintain balance in all things. Be respectful towards each other. Respect the traditions of our people. Be mindful of the mistakes of our ancestors. Accept that traditions just peer pressure from dead people. thankful to the progenitor, Alexandra Drennan. Be thankful to the keeper of memories, Arkady Chernyshevsky. Keep bright the memory of Gehenna and its people, who found peace. Indeed. What do you want, Thekla?
Founder bless you, 1K. How lovely of you to come here, to the very spot where she established the teachings that led to your creation.
You sound like pompous.
Happy completion day, 1K.
Thank you. Let's go do some puzzles. Let's go start this. Maybe I should. Nearly an hour and a half. Yeah, I might just finish this.
Founder bless you. Do you have more questions?
Record something else.
The Founder was born out of the trials of Elohim, an almost impossible test created by our distant ancestors. To pass these trials, she had to embody the most important virtues. She was smart and wise and humble. And through her perseverance, she resurrected humanity itself. With the help of the first companions, she founded this city, which has given our species a chance at redemption. The Founder taught that humanity was destroyed by its hubris. Our ancestors thought they could play God and treat this planet as something to dominate. They surrendered to a fever of growth and extraction until the planet finally punished them for it. That's why the Founder created the goal. So we would have something to strive for in her absence, but also a limit we must never pass. That's not for us to know. But I believe that one day she will return. It may not be long now. Perhaps after we finish the dome. It was supposed to be finished before completion day. Well, it doesn't matter. The Founder will return when she sees fit. They were the first to be born after the Founder. 2 whose bodies had been anointed by our ancestors, and 10 who were made whole by the Founder herself. They are the wisest of us. Though sadly, some were lost in the early days, before New Jerusalem was built. And some, I'm afraid, some seem to have rejected the Founder's teachings.
Okay. Thank you for that.
Happy completion day, 1K.
We will come back and argue with you later. I just want to know what this guy's name is. This person, this human. Hello, human. Vitra. Hello, Vitra. Alexander Drennan Memorial. Okay. That's an awesome statue. Tetraminos, whatever you want to call him. Hello, Jefferson. I will talk to you momentarily. Oh, listen.
The answer that came to me again and again was play. Every human society in recorded history has games. We don't just solve problems out of necessity. We do it for fun.
That's not very loud.
Even as adults. Leave a human being alone with a knotted rope, and they will unravel it. Leave a human being alone with blocks, and they will build something. Games are part of what makes us human. We see the world as a mystery, a puzzle, because we've always been a species of problem solvers.
I wonder if you can find these in the game.
DNA is information transmitted across time. The living and the dead are part of the same chain, bound together by chemistry. That's true of all species. But humanity has taken this bond further. Thanks to technology, we have access to the thoughts and ideas of people whose physical bodies are long gone. Like you listening to me now. Even though I'm definitely dead at this point, you're part of that chain. You have the capacity to remember. Everything on this planet, from the surface of the Earth to the composition of the atmosphere itself, has been shaped by life. It's a process that takes millions of years. But we humans, with our technology, with our understanding and manipulation of systems, have changed everything in just a few centuries. I think that's also part of what makes us human. We reshape the world in our image. It's how we create ourselves and how we destroy ourselves. When I was in 9th grade, my parents took me to Pompeii. At first, I was amazed by the feeling of walking through an ancient city. But then I suddenly got scared. I realized that I was walking through a real place, where real people had lived, people like myself, with mothers and fathers and lives and hopes and dreams. And now it was all gone forever. I ran to my father, crying, and told him about this. And he said, I remember so clearly, he said, yes, but we are here. So long as there are people in the streets, the past isn't really gone.
Indeed. You just were wandering around. This one we obviously can't listen to. Okay. Alright, who's this? Not Jeremy. Jefferson. Okay. What does Jefferson have to say?
Oh, hello there. You must be the long-awaited 1K.
Now we have a
Lovely day for a walk, is it not?
Female voice. It is indeed.
I'm glad you think so. Our capacity to enjoy beauty is a big part of what makes us human.
Oh, I want
The
other
Alexandra
options, damn
Drennan
it.
Memorial. Are you interested in history?
I think so.
How wonderful. I'm not a full-fledged historian, but I do consider myself a bit of an aficionado. An excellent question. There's so many interesting events to choose from. Obviously, the period just before the end of biological humanity is interesting, and not only from the standpoint of it being the time when we were, in a manner of speaking, conceived, but also because our ancestors were, like ourselves, at a crossroads. I don't want to put too much pressure on you, but you are the living embodiment of this historical moment. In you, the goal was accomplished. Our growth is finished, and we are complete. Or are we? Indeed. The future is about to take shape, for good or ill. I suspect it will be exhilarating, but painful as well. Well, where do I even start? This, my dear 1K, is someone who could very well be considered the mother of us all. A remarkable scientist by the name of Alexandra Drennan, also known as the progenitor. A long time ago, this planet was inhabited by our ancestors, a species of bipedal mammals with unusually large brains. When a particularly lethal virus threatened to wipe out civilization, it was Alexandra Drennan and her team that decided to create the program that would eventually result in the creation of our kind. Without her, you and I would not exist, and everything our ancestors had accomplished would be forgotten. To commemorate our past, our beginnings. This entire garden is a celebration of where we came from, in part so that we remember the mistakes of the past, and in part so that we may draw strength from those that came before us.
That's very interesting. There are so many options.
By studying her writings and recordings, I have learnt that Alexandra Drennan had immovable faith in humanity.
Yes, apparently.
In our ability to persevere, in our curiosity, our bravery, our kindness. While we might not share our ancestors' biological characteristics, I'd like to think that we have inherited those other qualities. And I admire Alexandra Drennan for keeping that faith, even when it must have, at times, been quite difficult.
For sure. Thank you, Talos.
Have a nice day.
Thank you. Alright. Now we're gonna go do some puzzles. Venable. Okay. Weird name, but alright.
Welcome to New Jerusalem.
Thanks. Morning. No running on the grass. Don't like grass. Don't like walking on grass. That's really pretty. I like it. Let's go. So much city out beyond the dome. I guess maybe 1,000, less than 1,000 would fit in here. So that's where everybody else lives. Interesting. Alright, let's do this. Oh, I can talk to these guys as well. Alright, we'll save